Part 3, 1408, 2007, based on the short story by Stephen King. 1408 follows Mike Enslin, an author who specializes in debunking supernatural phenomena. He checks into a notorious hotel room with the number 1408, despite warnings of its dark history. As he spends the night in this evil room, Mike is tormented by a series of terrifying events that test his sanity and ultimately his survival. Orphan, 2009, Kate and John Coleman adopt a seemingly innocent Russian girl named Esther after losing their own child. However, as they settle into their new life with her, strange and disturbing behavior begins to unravel the truth about Esther's origins. The film takes twists and turns as it unravels Esther's true identity while exploring themes of deception and horror within a family dynamic. Planet Terror, 2007, directed by Robert Rodriguez as part of the double feature, Grindhouse, Planet Terror, serves up an action-packed horror experience set in a post-apocalyptic world infested with zombies created by biochemical experimentation gone wrong. The film follows a group of survivors fighting for their lives while dealing with infected creatures overtaking their town. Final Destination, 2000. This highly successful franchise began in 2000 with its first installment directed by James Wong. The film revolves around Alex Browning, who narrowly avoids death when his premonition allows him to foresee an airplane explosion mere moments before it happens. However, the survivors discover that death does not like to be cheated as they are subsequently hunted down one by one in often gruesome accidents. This movie spawned several sequels, demonstrating how fear comes from forces beyond our control. Saw 2, 2005, serving as part of the notorious Saw franchise, Saw 2 continues the story introduced in its predecessor. Jigsaw, the twisted mastermind, becomes more demented. Inviting victims into his deadly traps, Jigsaw forces them to confront their worst fears in order to survive. The film showcases the psychological and physical terrors as participants race against the clock while solving elaborate puzzles and facing horrifying consequences. Blade 2, 2002, the sequel to the 1998 film, Blade 2, directed by Guillermo del Toro, takes audiences into a dark world of vampires and hybrid creatures. Blade, a half-vampire, half-human warrior, is forced to team up with his vampire enemies in order to exterminate a new breed of vampires known as Reapers who are threatening both humans and vampires alike. This action-packed horror film explores themes of trust, loyalty, and survival. Drag Me to Hell, 2009, directed by Sam Raimi. This supernatural horror comedy tells the story of Christine Brown, a loan officer who becomes cursed after refusing an old woman an extension on her mortgage payment. Unleashing a demonic force upon herself, she is haunted by ghoulish apparitions that escalate into terrifying encounters. Combining jump scares, visual effects, and Raimi's signature dark humor, the movie offers a twisted journey filled with suspense, fear, and moral dilemmas. Paranormal Activity, 2007, utilizing found footage style, Paranormal Activity follows Katie and Micah, a young couple documenting their haunting experiences within their suburban home. As they attempt to capture evidence of what seems like paranormal activity during the night hours, the tension escalates and fear grips them. Despite its low-budget approach, this film created genuine terror through its simple yet effective storytelling techniques, making it one of the most successful franchises in found footage horror. 30 Days of Night, 2007, in this vampire horror flick, set in an isolated Alaskan town called Barrow, vampires exploit the town's extended period without sunlight for 30 days. During this time, the townspeople must fend off these bloodthirsty creatures while hoping for the sun's return. The movie showcases a bleak atmosphere and intense moments as the remaining survivors struggle to stay alive in the midst of utter darkness. From Hell, 2001, this film centers around London's infamous Jack the Ripper murders. Detective Inspector Frederick Aberline, played by Johnny Depp, is tasked with solving these gruesome crimes and uncovering the identity of the killer. As he delves deeper into a macabre and mysterious underworld, the film unravels a web of conspiracy that mixes horror, fiction, and historical elements to deliver an atmospheric thriller showcasing both psychological fear and distressing violence.